Hello, Tallahassee. I'm student meteorologist Robert Zott with your forecast here. You can see an absolutely beautiful sunset here outside of Doak Campbell Stadium, always the most beautiful stadium in the world. You can see this nice rays of sunshine coming here to end an absolutely beautiful day and weather here too. Currently 68 degrees and sunny outside, just a little bit breezy, wind from the north at 3 miles per hour. But we had an absolutely great day today, and you can really see this on the radar here. Just a few clouds up here in Georgia and maybe just a few over the Gulf, but nothing really to talk about here in the city. So an absolutely beautiful day to get out and maybe walk your dog around Landis Green. But we are watching this rainmaker up here around Arkansas and Memphis that might bring us some rain later that we're going to have to talk about. But that is later into the week. So right now, we're looking at our conditions right now here. Tonight, 45 degrees, partly cloudy, winds from the northwest at 2 to 4 miles per hour. And tomorrow, 70 degrees and mostly cloudy. So an absolutely beautiful day. So what are we looking at here on tonight's show? We're warming up. We got some Friday rain and maybe some rain off and on throughout the week. That's what we're going to see on our 7-day here, all on your edition of FSU Weather.
Hello guys, I'm student meteorologist Chandler Pruitt.
And I'm student meteorologist Lindsay Parmet, and welcome back to FSU Weather. Today was an absolutely gorgeous day. Sun was out all day, my favorite kind of weather. We finally hit 70 degrees after that moment in time where it was really just rainy and chilly. How do you feel about today's weather?
It was quite enjoyable. I would say the humidity started to rise a little bit. Being from North Carolina, I don't exactly appreciate it, but the day was nice and enjoyable, and being in Florida, this is kind of what you would expect, a little bit above average, but at least it was very enjoyable.
Yeah, absolutely. I spent a lot of the day out on my hammock, which was really enjoyable, and especially on the green when everybody's enjoying the sun, having a great time. It's truly a magnificent experience. But we do have something very important to talk about today that's not weather related, and that is the inauguration. How exciting was that today?
Yes, it really was. It was awesome being able to see our new administration come in, seeing our first vice president as a lady. Excuse me, I didn't say that right, but our first lady vice president. That was absolutely historical.
Yeah, and I mean, it almost felt surreal, like watching a new administration come in and seeing representation of a woman for the first time as a VP. It almost made me cry. I'm not going to lie, I'm not a very emotional person, but seeing that was groundbreaking for a lot of women and for young girls to see representation for themselves. I think that's absolutely spectacular.
Exactly. I also enjoyed seeing how we're going to have a new point of view coming in with the White House. So we'll look forward to that. And we'll talk about that weather this week here shortly. We have some rain potentially on Friday. Don't look forward to that. So all good things must come to an end, right?
Yeah, we have a 50% chance of rain. So we could get it. It could go into South Georgia. We don't know for sure yet. It's all about that stationary front that's going to push through at some point later this week. For now, I am going to pass it off to Jesse, who's going to give us a better look at the southeast.
Thank you, Lindsay. Yeah, it's been a really beautiful day here in Tallahassee, and for the majority of the southeast, they've been seeing very mild temperatures, 60s mostly around Florida, except for 71 in Miami. And obviously, as you move further north, you're going to see those cooler temperatures. Doesn't look very nice in Little Rock, 44 and raining there. I am very glad that we're not there today, but as we keep saying, that rain might reach us eventually. As for dew points, also fairly low around the area, 50 here in Tallahassee. And once again, as you go further north, you're seeing that drier air. 25 in Atlanta, and then Little Rock, though, remember, 44 degrees there, dew points at 39. It's pretty wet there as it is raining. So as that's going to move forward to us, we're going to get a little bit more of those wetter dew points. Now, wind, you can see that frontal system is going to push through from most of this wind being westerly. Really all along the Florida coast, we're seeing that wind come in from the west. And here in Tallahassee, we got a little bit coming from the north. So that's just showing you where that frontal system's coming from and where it is actually headed. Here's that rain, guys, all over Arkansas right now. The entire state covered in this massive rain. A lot of the clouds stretching as far east as Atlanta. And a lot of these states that are covered in those clouds, that's just going to continue to move easterly as that storm just moves towards us. Storm outlook for today, very clear. Once again, we only have that rain up in Arkansas. As for the rest of the southeast, seeing some clouds, but clear skies, especially down in Florida, as you could tell from the radar. Now, over the next 48 hours, we see this rain build. Much of the southeast is going to see rain, especially as this frontal system pushes through. And look at that, just north of Florida. It's going to be close, guys, especially if you live anywhere, Tallahassee, Jacksonville area. You might see some showers, you might not. Now, if you're living a little bit further north, in Georgia and Alabama, you're definitely going to see that rain. So make sure that you're keeping an eye out and timing. You know, if you have any plans on Friday, you're definitely going to want to keep an eye on the weather, keep an eye on your weather app, and definitely check into FSU weather because we will keep you updated. As for tonight, we're seeing lows in the 40s for much of Florida. And as you go further north, they're seeing lows in the 40s too, really. New Orleans at 56. Really, we're going to see those clouds start to move in as that system pushes through. So even if you saw the sun a lot today, tonight, those clouds are going to come in. Definitely nothing to worry about, as that rain's not going to be coming in for a little bit while longer until closer to Friday, but these clouds are building up tonight and then they're going to pull through tomorrow. Once again, we're seeing temperatures in the 40s for much of the southeast. As you go further south, though, down into Tampa and Miami, you're seeing temperatures a little bit warmer, 51 for Tampa, and then also 58 for Miami, but they're starting to see those clouds too. So once again, keep an eye out as we're going to keep you guys updated on when that rain is coming through. For now, though, passing things off to Tyler, he's going to show you what's happening here in Tallahassee.
Thanks, Jesse. Here's tomorrow's forecast for the highs in the southeast. Now we'll switch over to Doak Campbell Stadium, where the sun is starting to set now. You just barely see it over there on the horizon. Beautiful sunset, though. Barely a cloud to be seen. Currently 68 degrees. We actually did get up into the 70s today, so warmed up a lot. Felt very comfortable today. And those winds starting to calm down, only about 3 miles an hour. And all throughout the region, you can see that there is really no cloud coverage to be seen. See a little bit over here in Panama City, but for the most part, very clear in the Big Bend region. And as we zoom out, a little bit of a different story as we get a little bit further north by the stationary front. Over Tennessee, you're seeing some cloud coverage. In Arkansas, you're seeing some rain move through there right now. Temperatures for the region, Perry down to 60 degrees already, going to start to get back into those 50s very quickly. Tallahassee still fairly warm at 68 degrees right now. In Thomasville, you guys are sitting at 63. Those dew points, we still have some moisture in the air still, but nothing too oppressive here. So you can really all throughout the Big Bend region feeling pretty good right now. And as we look at those winds, mostly having a northerly wind flow here, fairly calm winds. As we get towards Apalachicola, seeing a little bit more of a breeze by the beach side there, winds at 10 miles an hour. And over the next 24 hours, you'll see on Thursday, we'll actually have some clouds move through the region. So early on in the day, it'll look pretty good, have some sunny skies, but those clouds will start to roll in. So let's take a look at our 3-day forecast. Tomorrow, that high is going to be 70 degrees. You're going to see those clouds move in. And then Friday, we're going to have a chance for rain. 69 degrees is going to be that high. That rain chance really is going to depend on a high pressure system to our north. How far that high pressure system dips down to the south is going to determine whether we get that rain or not in Tallahassee. The further south it goes, the more likely that we'll see that rain start to happen here in Tallahassee. And then for Saturday, you're going to see the sun come out a little bit more. Still going to be some clouds with a high of 63 degrees, getting more back into those winter-like temperatures, at least for Tallahassee. And as we look at the entire week ahead, let's get into Sunday. Those sunny skies are going to start to return, a little bit less cloud coverage, and it's going to get warmer. 68 degrees is going to be that high. And then Monday, high of 72 degrees. We're going to start to see those rain chances come back. Although they're not going to be too high, 30% chance for Monday. You're going to have the same chance for rain on Tuesday and Wednesday as well. You're going to keep those high temperatures right around the same mark, going to be 73 degrees for Tuesday and 69 degrees for Wednesday. And taking a look at those low temperatures, going to be anywhere from the mid-40s to the low 60s for those low temperatures. So things are going to start to get a little bit more comfortable for the nighttime. But for now, going to pass things off to the desk with Jesse and Robert.
Yeah, thank you for that look at our weather, Tyler. It looks like absolutely beautiful highs here, though. Not sure I'm too enthused about that rain.
So just like Lindsay was saying earlier, today, Inauguration Day, we've actually had some pretty crazy weather, not only in D.C., but really across the nation for Inauguration Day. Do we have any cool facts today?
We actually do. Back in 1937, for FDR's second inauguration, it was the wettest inauguration day with 1.77 inches of rain in 24 hours. So a lot of rain for Washington, D.C., and that was his second term for all the history nerds out there, out of his 4 terms, a record for FDR.
Let me tell you, I'm glad I was not around and I didn't have to go to that inauguration. I definitely wouldn't have gone. It's just a shame they didn't have Zoom inaugurations then too, because that definitely would have been very appropriate for a day like that.
You'd have broken all the umbrellas, but yeah, not sure Zoom was a thing back then. But 1943, we're also looking at today. It was really cold in Deadwood, South Dakota with negative 16 degrees, but only 1.5 miles away, it was 52 degrees in another town named Lead, South Dakota.
There's definitely one of those I prefer more than the other, and it's not the negative 16 one.
You don't like being cold, you know, shirts and shorts?
Negative 16 degrees, 52 is cold enough, okay? Okay, we'll go ahead and stick with that. So you think negative 16 is cold, right?
Just a little bit on the chilly side,
well,
you know. Just
let me tell you.
A little chill, a little breezy.
Let me tell you, in Montana, we see in Rogers Pass, negative 70 degrees back in 1954.
And that is a record. So wow, yeah, Rogers Pass, Montana. You can see that we have a lot of cold days here with Deadwood, South Dakota, and Rogers Pass, Montana.
Yes.
But going back towards that, theme of precipitation, we have 27.5 inches of snow was a record in 1988 on today along Lake Superior, Michigan. That lake effect snow really do be kind of heavy though.
Honestly, 27 inches is actually incredible. I've never seen near that much snow in my life.
No, I mean, I'm coming from North Texas, so I mean, the most I've seen was a foot, and that was like once. We haven't seen snow in 5 years.
All right.
Not salty about that.
All right, I did live in Northern Virginia during the Snowmageddon of 2009.
Okay.
So I was able to see close to 2 feet, but I cannot imagine 27 inches. I don't understand how anyone can function in
Yeah.
that type of weather.
Do you have to like dig yourself out, or like how do you get anywhere?
Dude, I have no idea. Do not ask me. I'm not qualified to tell you anything about that.
That's unfortunate. Okay, so we got quite a few records here, but today it's an absolutely beautiful day for most of us. Only a little bit of rain. I heard a few flurries for the inauguration, but absolutely beautiful day. So now we're going back to the wall.
Thank you so much, guys. And yeah, crazy records with all that snow. For now, though, we're going to look at our current temperatures. Tallahassee sitting at 68, slightly cloudy tonight. But overall, as we've said earlier in the show, we hit the 70s today. It was absolutely gorgeous day to spend outside, and it's going to continue on into tonight, so make sure that you enjoy it if you can. Now, as we move further into Florida, south you go, the hotter it gets, so 71 in Miami. Looking at our west coast, we are going to see in California, 64 degrees in Northern California, San Francisco to be exact, and 77 in Los Angeles. So now for our current dew point, Tallahassee, we're currently sitting at 50, pretty dry compared to the temperatures that we've been experiencing and the dew points that we've been experiencing the past week, now that the sun is starting to come out and it's starting to heat up. As for the west coast, we are going to see that they are going to experience a little bit of moisture, and we'll get into that further into the national. But for now, looking at wind speeds, it all is relatively the same. However, Chicago having the highest wind speed, the Windy City, that'll do it for you. So as we look at our satellite and radar for the entire country, we're going to see that this stationary front, as well as this high pressure system, is going to move down into the southeast. However, depending on how far that high pressure system goes, that's where the rain is going to go. So if we see it moving further down into Florida, we are going to see Tallahassee get some rain this Friday. However, if it kind of stays where it is, South Georgia is most likely going to experience that rain instead of us, which I'm kind of hoping for. Love a clear weekend when I can get one. So now looking at our upper level water vapor, we are going to see that the southeast is going to experience some moisture, and New York as well, with some potential snow moving in later in the week. Now for our satellite and radar, we are going to zoom in on my home state, New York. Mom, if you're watching, pay attention. You are going to be experiencing some snow. So bundle up, put salt on the driveway, and please stay home and be safe. Now for Florida, we are going to see that it's been absolutely beautiful. It's clear as can be. Some clouds moving into Atlanta, but overall in Florida, a really beautiful day, no rain to report. Now, as we head into Texas, we are going to see that there are some scattered showers in Texas, and it's going to push all the way up and through, causing some moisture throughout the entirety of that state. Now, this is where it gets a little interesting. We've got our desert area over here and rain in the desert. Honestly, very exciting for weather people. But yes, we are going to see some rain throughout Vegas, parts of Arizona and the southernmost part of California. Today's storm outlook, as I said, we are going to be seeing some rain in Vegas as well as the southernmost part of California. And for tonight, we're going to see Tallahassee is at a beautiful 57 degrees. If you can, go out and enjoy it because it is going to be one of those beautiful nights. Boston, we're going to see at 28, chilly. If you're up there, wear a jacket. That is all I have for now. We are going to pass it off to Chandler, and he's going to give us a look at local.
That is right. Let's zoom back into Tallahassee. All right, let's look at, we don't have anything to talk about. We can talk about the fact that we did break 70 today, but our usual high is around 64. So though I do not know our actual high today, I do know that we were above average. We were also right around average when it comes to our low temperature. How do I know that? Well, I was running this morning and I had to look at the weather, and I think it was somewhere around upper 30s. Now let's look at the radar. It's pretty clear out, not bad at all conditions-wise. That's going to change potentially in the next couple of days. When you zoom out, you can see that stationary front up in Mississippi and Louisiana. We have a high-pressure system right here that is kind of dictating the weather right now, but as it moves south, we might see some of that rain brush against the panhandle. Most of it will probably stay in Georgia. However, we could see a little bit of rain. Now, looking at our current temperatures, we can see that we are currently 68 degrees. That is still above average, and the sun's already going down. We have 63 degrees in Valdosta, 61 in Apalachicola. I love saying that word. All right, let's go to the dew points. Dew points are a little bit on the wetter side, a little bit more moist. I hate that word, but it's fine. 50 degrees in Tallahassee, 49 in Brainbridge. You can see right above Brainbridge, we do get to see those drier, that drier air mass. Now, when we look at the winds are coming out of the north-northwest, most of the area, except for once you get down into the coastline. You can see that with the high-pressure system, it rotates clockwise. I had to think about that for a second. But so basically, we have a little bit of that onshore flow of wind in Apalachicola and St. Mark's. But for here in Tallahassee, most of the wind's coming from the west. Next 24 hours, you can see that the clouds will roll in, and we'll have some rain potentially in Georgia and in some of our viewing area, but maybe not in Tallahassee. We'll see. That's kind of a toss-up. Those lows will stay around 45 degrees. Because we have that cloud coverage, it acts like a blanket, won't keep us from going too low. For tomorrow's highs, we'll get up to 71 degrees in Tallahassee. Everywhere will be somewhere around the upper 60s. And for this week ahead, we will stay somewhere around 70 for the next couple of days. Then we'll drop back down because of that front that moves through, and then we'll come back up on Sunday, and then we'll get into some rain chances Monday and Tuesday, and then we'll see some more fun weather when we get into Wednesday. We'll pass things off to Tyler.
Thanks, Chandler. We're going to take a little bit of a look at some sports and some weather to go along with it. So tomorrow, Florida State women's basketball team plays at home against Clemson. So on the walk to the stadium, if you're going, it's going to be 62 degrees with some mostly cloudy skies. And then the men's basketball team also playing at home against Clemson on Saturday. Right behind me, right there, meteorologist Harrison Prieto, great meteorologist, even better basketball player for FSU. Saturday on the walk to the game, going to be 63 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to Green Bay to face off against the Packers this Sunday for the NFC Championship game. That temperature is going to be 29 degrees around kickoff. Might see some snow flurries there, see if Tom Brady can continue to reign over the NFL and make it to the Super Bowl once again, this time with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be rooting for the Bucs. We'll see what happens. And then finally, Buffalo Bills are going to be playing in Kansas City against the Chiefs. See if Patrick Mahomes can come back from his injury. Josh Allen been playing great. We'll see what happens there. 44 degrees is going to be the temperature for this evening game. Going to be mostly cloudy skies. So we'll see if the Buffalo Bills can finally make it back to the Super Bowl after nearly about 25 years or so, or if the Kansas City Chiefs will go back. Now I'm going to pass things off to Robert with Look at Florida.
Yeah, thank you for that look at our sports, Tyler. I'm really excited to root on our basketball teams, men's. I know, as they say, we are a basketball school, so make sure you turn out for those games. We're looking at our temperatures here in Florida. You can see they are really nice for us, going from 62 to Pensacola to a surprising 71 in Miami. Obviously, Sunshine State, we've got absolutely beautiful weather here, and that's absolutely continuing into our dew points here too, which are pretty mild for us here in Florida. Obviously, is a little bit on the wetter side. You can see going from Tallahassee to Pensacola, maybe down to Miami, as always, usually pretty wet, and the I-4 corridor may be a little bit on the dry side, but beautiful conditions here. Satellite radar, you can really see these dry conditions being borne out. Only a few clouds over Pensacola and Jacksonville, but most of the central part of Florida and even parts of the Panhandle are pretty dry right now. So make sure you take these times to just go outside and take advantage. Maybe take a walk or whatever, because we are seeing those rain chances continue as we go later into the week. But you can see a little bit of cloud cover here, a little bit of cloud cover in Jacksonville too. Got a few clouds dashed around here, but no storms, not anything severe or anything real we're watching. Maybe a pop-up shower or two going into Jacksonville. But we're seeing here in the I-4 corridor and in Miami, surprisingly, not a lot of rain here. Just a few clouds coming off of the Atlantic, maybe just a little bit. Nothing from the Gulf though. Looking at these Florida forecasts, you can really see what I'm saying here. Miami going from 77 to 80, pretty nice conditions for you guys here in the winter. Looking at those percentages though, not a lot to go on with that rain. Same with Tampa, 72, 71, really nice conditions, only getting up to 18% chance of rain. But we do see these rain chances start to continue as we go farther north. 20% in Orlando, also in the 70s. And as we look at Jacksonville, 71% chance of rain on Friday. So you're going to need to watch the rain as we're going into the middle part of the week, or sorry, the later part of the week at Friday. We're looking at this rainmaker coming down from Arkansas potentially. And you can see this also being borne out in Pensacola. Really nice temperatures here, 69 to 63. So absolutely beautiful conditions for you guys, on the Panhandle here. But you can see 15% chance of rain, 16% on Saturday, 57% on Friday. So again, beautiful conditions here and a beautiful night too. Look at these temperatures, 57 Tallahassee, 57 Tampa, 60 Miami. So again, make sure to just go outside, take a walk, take advantage of the absolutely beautiful conditions here in Florida before the rain comes in. Looking at these conditions going into later, potentially, we're going to see tomorrow's forecast with our high temperatures, 78 in West Palm Beach, 72 in Key West, 75 in Fort Myers. So you can really see these nice warm conditions down here. Again, pretty usual for this state, maybe a little bit on the warm side, but nothing too, we're definitely not too bad for in Florida, nothing in the hundreds. But looking at a beautiful 71 in Tallahassee and 69 in Pensacola. So this is absolutely beautiful here for this state in Florida. So I'm going to hand things off to Jesse now for one last look at our local.
Yes, another local. I hope you guys are ready. Of course, I get to show you the most beautiful view of the sunset thus far as that sun's finally dipping below the horizon and those clouds starting to show up. Look at that, just like we said, partly cloudy conditions coming tonight. Mostly clear right now, 68, little bit of a breeze, wind coming from the north at 3 miles per hour. Once again, those clouds just now starting to come in. All around the region, we're seeing temperatures in the 60s. 68 here in Tallahassee is the highest. And then as you go further north, you're seeing things a little bit cooler. Bainbridge and Thomasville at 60 and 61. And they're also not seeing any clouds. They're going to see clearer skies up there, as well as when you look further south in Apalachicola. Also a clear night for them so far. Now that wind mostly, once again, just like we showed you guys earlier, is coming from the north down through Tallahassee, only 3 miles per hour, very, very light breeze, nothing to worry about there. And once again, down in Apalachicola, still at 10 miles per hour. If you're down on the coast, keep an eye on that. It's a little bit breezy down there. Other than that, everything's looking pretty calm on our satellite radar. No clouds in our region. As you look a little bit further north, maybe even Thomasville might see a hint of clouds. And once again, those are starting to roll in. But for now, we're not seeing any rain, and the sky is mostly clear, so you should get a good view of the rest of the sunset, and you might be able to stargaze for a little bit until they roll in. Here's that big picture where we're going to be able to see that rain in Arkansas that's moving our way from the stationary front, and then this frontal system is going to move right on through. And here's that high pressure we were talking about that's kind of going to help determine whether or not we're actually going to see any rain. We are going to keep you guys updated as we're going through the end of the weekend. Over the next 24 hours, look at all that cloud cover. 24 hours from now, Tallahassee and all of the surrounding region is going to be covered in clouds. And up to the north, that's where we're seeing a little bit of that rain start to pop up. So tomorrow looks like it's going to stay pretty dry. Friday is when you might end up seeing some of that rain. Tonight, we're going to see a low of 45, partly cloudy. Definitely layer up. Today, we hit close to 70, and now it's literally 45. So if you've been out all day, I hope you brought a jacket of some sort because it is going to get chilly very quickly here. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., partly cloudy. Once again, as those clouds start to roll in, we're looking at 51 degrees throughout the day. We're going to see temperatures rise up to 70, and those clouds are going to build tomorrow evening. Not going to be as clear of a sunset as we saw tonight. As for the week ahead, we're looking at 70 for tomorrow, 69 for Friday. There's that chance of rain. Once again, might stay to the north. We might end up getting a shower or two. You're just going to have to keep with us, and we will keep you guys updated. Saturday, we're going to see temperatures a little bit cooler at 63. Then things start to warm up again. We're seeing temperatures into the 70s as we go into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and rain's coming back. Unfortunately, it was a beautiful day today, but just like they said earlier, you know, good things can't last. We got to have some of that rain come back eventually. But guys, this has been a great show. I'm passing things off to Tyler and Lindsay to close it out for us.
Thanks, Jesse. So today's a very special day. It's Lindsay's birthday, and I'm very honored that she decided to come to FSU Weather and help us with the show on her birthday.
I wouldn't want to spend my birthday anywhere else, Tyler. You know that. I'm here with all of my friends.
Well, they do say FSU Weather is the greatest place on earth. And
No, I
maybe-
heard that. I heard that.
At least Tallahassee. We try to have fun here. But it looks like the rain might roll through on Friday. We'll see if we have a good day weather-wise or not. I guess it depends on whether you like the rain or not. But things will luckily clear up this weekend before rain chances return next week.
Yeah, and I mean, we've been so lucky that we had such beautiful days this week, hitting 70 today, and tomorrow, you know, it's going to be 70. It might be a little bit cloudy, but overall, beautiful conditions. And cherishing that as we go into the weekend, I think I can handle that, some slight rain, even though we've had a beautiful week.
Yeah, it's been really cold lately. Ever since I've gotten to Tallahassee, it feels like it's been freezing every day. So today, for it to get up into the 70s is great, and this next 1 week outlook is looking pretty good. So if we can just keep this going for the rest of winter, that would be perfect for me. I've
Into
had
the
enough.
summer.
Yes, into the summer. I could even use temperatures getting into the 80s. The cold weather, just not for me. I'm a Florida guy through and through.
Listen, I'm from New York, and honestly, this weather is so much better than our winter. It's snowing back home tonight and into tomorrow, so I'm feeling good. 70 degrees as a winter baby, that's pretty awesome for a birthday, I will say.
Yeah, I can only imagine now. I've only seen snow once in my life, so I think that was one too many times. But be sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook, facebook.com/FSU Weather.
And make sure you watch us live on YouTube Monday through Friday, youtube.com/FSU Weather.
You can also follow us on Instagram at FSU Weather. We try our best to post some interesting and cool weather pictures from all of us here on the show.
Feel free to send in your own weather pictures if you are interested.
That as well. Just trying to, I don't know, spread some love with nature and the weather here at FSU Weather.
Absolutely.
With
We
that-
love the environment here. We love the weather. And we're so glad that you love the weather and you tune in to watch us. That is all we have for you tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm student environmentalist and student meteorologist Lindsay Parmet.